Center for Broadcasting. Enrolling now. Go to beonair.com/score. That's beonair.com/score.
Welcome into SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Steve Suff, alongside John Stevens and sideline reporter Ryan Fahey, who you will not be able to hear, unfortunately, tonight, but he will be updating us from the sideline for this broadcast of Chicago Vipers football from Babe Serpico Field here in beautiful Melrose Park. John, how's it going tonight?
It's going well, very well. It's a beautiful day for football. Nice Friday night. Sunny.
That it definitely is. Just so that all you listening know, we have a 45-minute clock that runs for 42 minutes. The last 3 minutes are run as a regular NFL clock, but the first 42
minutes.
The first 42 minutes are continuous. It's a running clock. It's 9-on-9 football here, so you're taking two guys off the field.
Yeah, that'll make it a lot faster game. A lot more speed playing, you know. See how it turns out. This is my first broadcasting doing this, so I'm anxious and interested in doing that. I can't wait.
Absolutely. Congratulations. I will be doing the play-by-play, and John will be doing the color.
Let's get to it.
Yes. Looks like we're about to start. The other thing that we need to make clear is we have no kickoffs. Everybody starts at their respective 30-yard line. You've got the Chicago Vipers against the Waukesha Raiders.
The Raiders.
Vipers have just...
They won the toss. I believe they chose to
come
receive.
Out of the huddle. They are not... They are on the field first.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out... Oh, there's Noel. Okay.
No, I was
wondering.
The quarterback?
Let's play Where's the Quarterback? Starting quarterback for your Chicago Vipers is Noel Rivera, who on the season has thrown 51.8% completion percentage. He's thrown 44 of 83 passes for 858 yards, a 13-2 touchdown to interception ratio, and 10.1 yards per pass.
Yeah, he has a good quarterback rating of 118.6.
Rivera hands the ball off from the 30-yard line.
It seems like he
hands it off to Josh Hampton, and Hampton ran for 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, it was an off-tackle play. He busted it out to the left, nowhere to go, and he just took it right out of bounds. As they come out of the huddle.
They're out of the huddle now. Rivera takes the snap. Right now. Hands the ball off to Williams, who falls on his feet and is dragged down by Alan Morris.
It seems like he slipped there as he was running to his right. He tried to do a cutback, and the defensive end came up on him and just slowed him down, and I think he got a gain of 1 yard.
Once again, here in Melrose Park, Ralph Babe Serpico Field, Memorial Field, Chicago Vipers versus the Waukesha Raiders.
It's third down.
Looks like we got third and about 4 to go. And you had Noel Rivera throw a deep ball to one of his favorite targets, Eli Williams. And Williams was met by a defender and could not corral the ball. turnover on downs. Well, not a turnover on downs, because that's the other thing about 9-on-9 football, the way that they play here in the Gridiron Football League, is you can either, on fourth down, punt, you can play, or you can...
Or you could pass.
No, or you could turn...
Oh, you could give the ball over, and it gives them a 30-yard difference where they start on their opposing thing.
In effect, punting the ball, but not really punting.
That last pass, the ball carried. It just floated in the air. If he would have thrown it a little bit tighter, I'm sure Williams would have been able to catch it and gotten that first down.
Either way, here we go for the Waukesha Raiders, who are now on offense. Ryan Semler in the backfield with the tailback to his left. 2 wides on the left. Looks like they got a captain. Ooh, and he's taken down. Their captain, number 4, Alan Morris, was taken down by Greg Silsby, linebacker for the Vipers, for a gain of about 4 yards.
Alan Morris is their second leading rusher with 168 yards this year behind their quarterback, Ryan Semler. He's averaging about 7.6 yards a carry.
Yes, he is. Semler takes the pass, fakes a pass, long, goes to Robert Morris, not the college, and it is an incomplete pass.
That ball was right on his fingertips. You couldn't have put it in a better place.
Morris had the end zone.
If he would have caught that, he would have ran there. I don't think he would have been stopped.
Morris had the end zone.
He has to catch that ball right there. His quarterback's probably saying something in the huddle right now.
And here you go, John. Robert Morris, again, not the college, is leading the team in receiving. 23 receptions, 571 yards, 24.8 yards per catch, and 7 touchdowns for Morris on the season, this young season. So the 2 Morrises are on the field.
This is a third down play.
Third down, over the head of number 82, Travis Guy. And he was met right after the play, as we have about 40 minutes and 30 seconds.
Shane Voigt made that hit on him that made him felt like he heard some footsteps right across the middle of the field right there. The ball was a little overthrown, but however, that safety was right there ready to he gave him a licking. He actually did give him a licking.
Gave him a licking, and the ball gets turned over back to the Vipers, who take over on the 31-yard line.
This is going to be
from our sideline reporter, Ryan Fahey. He says the coaches are frustrated with the receiving corps so far. It makes a lot of sense if you think about it.
2 drop passes, 1 on each side of the game.
That's definitely right. Rivera takes the snap as we have pre-snap penalties, flags, false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty, so we go back to the 25 or 26. Still first down for the Vipers. Rivera in the backfield alongside Josh Hampton. And he's got 2 on his left, 2 wide to the left and 1 right. He's looking to go to the guy on the right, but he scrambles and gets to about the 38.
And that makes sense. Ryan Semler is their leading rusher. He broke out of that after the snap, and the pocket collapsed. And as he fled to the center, he gained probably about 6 or 7 yards. Leads to
I believe you've got your teams confused, my friend.
Am I
that
reading
was
it wrong?
Noel Rivera.
Wow, sorry.
Rookie
apologize.
mistake, it happens. Not a problem. That was Rivera.
Rivera's the second leading rusher. I apologize, guys, behind Hampton.
Yes. Rivera now in the backfield alongside Josh Hampton. 2 left, 1 to the right receiving-wise. Rivera's looking to throw. Throws deep. Goes right through his hands.
That ball was a great thrown ball by...
That was for TJ Storino. Storino just couldn't come down with it. Once again, we've seen it for both teams so far. You've got a great throwing... You got 2 great throws, and the receivers just can't come down with it.
Yeah, both arms on both quarterbacks are doing really well today. They both are leading the receivers where they don't even have to stop. They're just in motion and stride, and these receivers just need to catch the ball. They're both touching their hands, and they're just dropping them. Their coaches got to give them an earful or something.
Well, like I said before, our sideline reporter, Ryan Fahey, said that the coaches are definitely frustrated with their receiving core, which makes a ton of sense. So 3rd down here for the Vipers. Rivera with Hampton now on his left. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to his right. Draws the defense off sides. On the hard count by Rivera, which should be enough for a 1st down for the Vipers.
Yeah, that was a good hard snap right there. You got about
good hard count, yes.
Yeah, you got about 2 or 3 guys that jump off on the line. Encroachment, I believe, was called offsides and encroachment.
And we are definitely moving the chains. It is now 1st down for the Vipers from the 42-yard line. Once again, Josh Hampton to the left of Noel Rivera. Split out right is 1 receiver. To the left, you've got 2. TJ Storino on the inside, almost as a slot. Hands it off to Hampton, and he goes nowhere as he is met by number 56, Eric Kroom. Solid play there by Kroom.
Yeah, he blew up the center and just stuck the run right when the ball was handed off. I think it was a loss of a yard. It had to be, maybe 2. Leads
it's looking like a loss of 3.
Loss of 3.
Coming out of the huddle, Rivera with Hampton to his right again. Now, you've got Storino and Williams out left. And you've got out wide right another receiver for the Vipers. Rivera looking to pass, throws left over the head of Eli Williams.
That pass was a little high for the receiver to get. It wasn't the receiver's fault, but that's probably his one bad pass he's had all day today.
Yeah, a little
high.
Too much mustard on that pass from Rivera as
he had him wide open too.
Just crossed the 35-minute mark here. We've played about 10 minutes of football, a little over 10 minutes of football here at Babe Serpico Field. Once again, I'm Steve Suff alongside John Stevens here on SportsTownChicago.com. Ryan Fahey is our sideline reporter tonight. Rivera on 3rd down now, 3rd and 12. Takes a snap, runs, and is trying to get to the outside. Meets a runner head on and is marked out of bounds a yard shy.
He was chased out of his pocket.
2 yards shy of a 1st down. We will see if, and it looks like on 4th and 2, the Vipers are going to go for it. What a sick run.
Yeah,
there.
What a big stop. What a good run and a big stop there. It was like a car collision right there. There was a good run to the left, breaking out. Number 33, Ryan Homer, forced him out of the pocket and almost had him for a loss right there. Turned it to a positive.
So on 4th and 2, the
play
Vipers are going for it. They bring an empty backfield, except for Rivera in the shotgun. Williams out left, and Hampton. Williams is now on a bubble screen, gets the 1st down, crosses midfield, and gets to about the 42, I'm going to say. 43 or 42. or the 44. Gets to the 44-yard line. First down, again for the Vipers.
That was a huge 4th and 2 play. Bubble pass to the right. Put it right on the money where he led him into a stride and gained about 5 or 6 yards on it.
The great thing about that play is they brought Eli Williams from the left of Rivera, put him in motion, had him go behind, made it look like he was going to throw long once he had all 4 receivers on the right, and then he threw the bubble screen to Williams.
Yeah,
Williams did the rest of it.
Yep, the receivers cleared those defensive backs out and gave them a lot of running room.
Once again, same set as before, 3 receivers to Rivera's right and Williams to his left. Man in motion is Williams. And now he goes long, does Rivera. He's got a guy, he had 2 wide open. He had Hampton and Storino wide open, and it was just a little overthrown for either of them to catch.
It seemed like it was the same play they called on 4th and 2 instead of going to the bubble pass where they gave it to him
to Williams.
To Williams before. They went long on it this time, and like you said, they had 2 open receivers. The ball was just overthrown a little bit. This quarterback's going to get one.
Rivera is going to get one. No, you're good. Don't worry about it, John.
Brings up 2nd down.
Just so that those of you who follow the Vipers regularly are aware, there will be a bye week in a few weeks for the 4th of July holiday on a Friday. It will be America's 238th birthday, so happy birthday to the United States of America. Williams in the backfield now to Rivera's left. Brings in James Patterson to the left. And Storino, or no, not Storino. He goes to Patterson, who corrals the ball on 2nd down. Gets to right about 1st down territory.
Are they going to measure?
It looks like they're going to eyeball it and say...
They're going to...
First down. First down, Vipers on the catch by Patterson.
Yeah, you ran a really good route there. He took about 10 steps out and cut it in tight, squared it off, and pass was right on the numbers. And he got his first down.
So that's 3 straight first downs for the Vipers here on this drive, which started back at about their 32. Rivera with Hampton to his right in the backfield. 2 wide left and 1 wide right. Hands it off to Hampton, who runs around left. And it goes for a definitely another first down as he gets picked up and brought down on his back.
By Alex Mariani.
That was a nice play by Mariani, just it was a little...
WWE on it.
Yeah, but that happens, and it's a good thing because it gave Hampton a few extra yards.
Gave him a few extra yards, but on his other note, he also saved him a touchdown.
That too. So, I mean...
That was a good, strong, powerful run.
Yeah, pick your poison. Do you want to give the guy an extra 5 yards, or would you rather give up the touchdown? And he chose to give up 5 yards instead of the touchdown.
Play.
Absolutely. Wildcat, yes. As we have the scoreboard operator yelling Wildcat because you've got both quarterbacks in the backfield right now. Eli Williams coming around on a stretch with a huge hit.
He's hurt.
Man down for the Raiders. Everybody's yelling trainer. I might as well too. Trainer!
There's a timeout on the field. Injury.
So there is a timeout. Where? On the field.
Oh.
There you go, John. Thank you for playing along. I will tell you who is down on the field as soon as I can see it.
Do you know what number it was? Do you know what number it got?
Looks like 4 is the guy that was knocked down.
Alan Morris.
Okay. And it looks like we're going to take a quick break here from Babe Serpico Field It is a 0-0 game with the Vipers driving. You're listening to SportsTownChicago.com. Or we're not taking a break. We're going right back to the game because they got the injured player off the field. And who's that injured player, John?
Alan Morris.
Alan Morris, their captain.
He's a two-way player, running back and cornerback.
That is
a crucial injury, possibly.
A huge injury. I mean, the guy's wearing the C on his chest for the Raiders. So you got to think that that's going to be a big blow to what the Raiders are trying to do, not only offensively, but defensively as well.
Yeah, Steve, I agree. You're going to change your whole format, possibly. Here they go.
Not even format, just
strategy.
Philosophy. Yes, strategy and philosophy. So Williams now coming in motion around from the right to the left. And what an easy up-the-middle quarterback keep for Rivera, who scores the touchdown.
That was a poor snapped ball on that play. Picked it up at his ankles, but he took it right in. Quarterback draw right up the middle. I don't even think he was touched.
No, he wasn't. He had a wide-open run to the end zone from about 5 yards out, and now it brings on Zach Criswell for the extra point. It is a 6-0 lead for the Vipers here early on in the game with about 27 minutes left, 27 and a half left to go. Snap down, kick up, wide left. So it is a 6-0 lead for the Vipers here. Just a little under halfway through this game.
Yeah, the Raiders are going to have to respond. This is going to be their second possession. On their first possession, they didn't really do anything. 2 drop balls that could have been caught. Possibly one could have been a touchdown. So here's a big they need to do something on offense here.
That they definitely need to do.
They start the ball at the 30 because, as you guys know, there's no kickoffs. And their captain, I believe, is back in. I believe Morris is in the game.
You think is back on the field. Okay, we will.
I'll confirm that in a second.
Yes, we will.
Yes, he is. He is back on the field.
We need to get that mic in front of your face, my friend. Make sure you're sounding good.
You hear me? Am I good? Yeah? Brian, our cameraman, I'd like to say thank you. The snap. Handoff to the number 1, Chris, to Roosevelt Robertson.
And he was brought down about 3 yards up. Okay. Now that makes sense. So scoreboard operator is Jen, and she is Jay's girlfriend. Robertson makes the catch from Semler.
What a play. He was standing wide open in the middle. They started in
right
check.
Over the middle, yeah.
He caught it, and there was not a defender around it. It seemed like they were playing zone, and they weren't playing man.
That was at least a 20, 25-yard play.
Yes, and they're moving now. This offense is in kind of a little hurry up. Not too fast, but they're moving.
Sumler's a big cat playing quarterback.
He's a big Raider.
And he's running with it and gets met.
By Albert Green, cornerback. Stuck him and drove him right out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, I'd say. A gain of 3 or 4 yards.
As we now are going into second down.
Approaching the 25th minute.
We just passed 20 minutes of play here. With about 25 to go. Babe Serpico Field, Melrose Park. Steve Suff alongside John Stevens. Ryan Fahey, our sideline reporter. We've got Jen, our scoreboard operator. And we have a 6-0 Vipers lead. And Brian Strum, our cameraman. Can't forget Brian.
You can't forget the cameraman.
Not at all, because you guys would not be... Oh, and a botched snap. Sumler falls on it. And that is a loss of right around 10 yards. Because they were, I'm going to say right around 10 yards.
Yeah, Jamie Watt came right there. It's a good thing he jumped on it, or he might have jumped on the ball, and it could have been a crucial turnover.
That would have been a big-time turnover.
Yeah.
Because then you would have had a short field to work with if you're the Vipers and a chance to add to this 6-point lead that they currently have.
Brings us to third down.
Third down, similar with the captain, Alan Morris, who, again, is back on the field after getting hurt. 2 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. Looks like in a slot almost. Sumler's going to pass. Makes a strong throw, and it is intercepted by Shane Voigt. And he is running with it, gets all the way back, crossing the 30, crossing the 40, 45. Ball comes out. Morris looked like he jumped on it, but the Vipers got the ball back, and it is over the 50. So if the Vipers truly do have this football, they are looking at very good field position on a 50-yard run back by Voigt.
Yeah, Ryan Sumler was trying to hit Travis Guy right over the middle. And
Overthrew him a little bit, and Voigt was right there playing exactly where he needed to be on that play.
Like center field.
Exactly, playing center field, catching a can of corn, and makes the great run back. Nice play, Shane Voigt.
And he takes the Vipers across 50-yard line and gives them great field position.
That is Voigt's second interception of the season. I didn't mean to cut you off there, my
That's
friend.
all right.
I just wanted to get that in there.
Yeah, that was probably a return of probably at least 25 to 28 yards.
Oh, no, you're looking at a return
From the 20.
because he caught that ball at about the 15 or the 10
Oh, all
and
right.
returned it over midfield. So you're looking at about a 50-yard return.
My angle, I thought it was a 20.
Not a problem. So Rivera in the backfield, in the shotgun, has not gone under center yet this game. Hands it off to Josh Hampton, who cuts left and almost gets around the defender. Number 12, Portis.
Billy Shalucky with the stop. Number 42.
No, Tyree Portis, who was ran into by Josh Hampton as...
Yeah, that was
Hampton's
a big
not-
run. That was an ankle-breaking cut right there when he ran to the line. He took it about 15 to 20 yards.
that it was. And as we have an open press box here, I just heard coaches saying if you need somebody, because Hampton's down on one knee right now, we will update you on Hampton's situation. Rivera back to pass. Looks right. Goes down for the sack.
Eric Crum with his sack.
And he tried to help Rivera up. Didn't need it. Looks like we're going to do another Wildcat formation as Fortuna comes into the game.
That's his
Once again, Jay is the backup quarterback and the co-owner of this team.
That was his 6th sack of the year. That was his solo tackles, his 9th of the year.
Okay.
He has 17 tackles on the year this year.
Last time they ran this Wildcat offense, it was Williams on the left who came around right in motion. Now they've got Williams in the slot off the right.
Let's see if they swing it our way, Steve.
They've got Rivera and Fortuna in the backfield together. Eli Williams makes the catch at the 10-yard line, runs, gets over the 5-yard line to about the 3 on the gain of almost 30 yards on the throw by Rivera to Williams.
It seems like nothing can stop the Vipers right now. They're in their mode. They're in a hurry-up offense. They're first and goal.
Jay Fortuna is in the slot, wide left. They bring Williams around. Rivera's running, looking left, throwing for Fortuna for the touchdown. As far as I'm concerned, that is Jay's first receiving touchdown of the year. Wow. So it is a 12-0 game here as we look to Zach Criswell for the point after attempt.
They had a little trickery on that touchdown. They had both quarterbacks in.
Well, that was for 2 straight plays, mind
Yes.
you.
That's what I was saying earlier. They're in their hurry-up offense, doing really well.
Criswell's kick is up, and it is good. Straight up the middle this time. Splits the uprights for the now 13-0 lead for the Vipers. We've seen a lot of good offense from the Vipers so far, and actually some pretty good defense as well.
Yes, we have. Their offense hasn't been stopped. Their defense made a big play on the last set of downs against the Raiders. Maybe the Raiders will get something together here and try to put some points on the board before this half is up. They still got about 18 minutes left in the half. They got more than enough time. They need to put some plays together, and they got to start doing something. Because it seems like these Vipers are going to run away with it if they don't.
Well, the Vipers are leading the league right now, 4-1 on the year so far for the Vipers, as the Raiders are 3-2 after their 64-41 loss last week, right here on this field to the Chicago Chaos. Sumler takes the ball, hands it off to Alan Morris. Morris is trying to get outside. He can't, as he is met by 3 Viper defenders behind the line of scrimmage. Great play for the Viper defense right there.
Yeah, it was. Their defense was all over that. There was no trick on that. Jamie Watt was the leading tackler on that one. Could have been a gang tackle if you really want to get technical. They were all there.
Yes. So 2 wide left, 1 wide right. As Semler takes the snap with Morris in the backfield. Morris is just standing there. Semler runs, gets across almost to the 40-yard line from the 25 for a gain of 15.
You know what I've noticed that Ryan Semler's been doing, and when he gets the ball, the first thing he's doing is eyeing down his receivers, which takes his own receiver out of the game. That's why the play broke down. The defensive backs are just watching his eyes. He needs to do something different.
We'll see if he does, as they line up the exact same way. With a fake handoff to Morris as Semler runs up the middle, finds a hole, and gets across midfield.
Still going.
And he is down at the 47-yard line of into Viper territory. Hi, Ryan. Our sideline reporter, Ryan Fahey, just waved at me, so I waved back and said hello, Ryan, over the air. There's nothing wrong with that. 1st and 10 for the Vipers, or the Raiders, excuse me, going left to right for us.
Eli Williams, I believe, almost blew that play up in the backfield on the last play.
Eli Williams is a two-way player for this team. A lot of the guys are two-way players. So Robertson or Roosevelt came in motion, and Semler, for the 3rd straight time, keeps the ball and gains about 5 yards on the play.
He was chased by Drew Jones on that one. Drew Jones looking like Zach Thomas with that extra neck brace back there.
That's a
Brian Cox kind of look.
That's a very good comparison there.
We just got some info that number 75, George Orgas, is not Josh Orgas, it's Andy Jones is the father of Drew Jones.
Oh, wow, and they're playing on the same team. That's
son.
really, really cool. Thank you, Jen, for that. Jen, the scoreboard operator here, and again is Jay Fortuna's girlfriend. Pass completed, and for the touchdown from Semler to Frederick Cornley.
No, Frederick Cornley was the defensive tackle.
Oh.
The defensive cornerback.
Not to Frederick Cornley. That was to...
I can't get his number either.
Alex Bozel for the touchdown.
Frederick Cornley just had a breaking down defense. I don't know if he just ran the wrong route or he wasn't paying attention, but he was wide open, and there was nothing they could do about it, and that was a good pass.
Interesting. No, never mind. I saw Semler on the field, but he's going to hold for the kicker, Alex Bozel. Kick is up and good.
That was a big-time drive by the Raiders. They needed to put some points on the board, especially after the Vipers' offense has been driving down the field at will.
and put points on the board. They did. We now have a 13-7 ball game here with 14 minutes left to play. Brian's looking at us like something's wrong.
Like he has a cramp in his ankle.
And he gives us the nod as that is what it is. So the Vipers take the ball, 30-yard line. They are going right to left. Our right to our left. They have 70 yards to go. And we'll see how this gets started for them. Jay just said he's got a lot of family here tonight. He had to show off, and that's
some good motivation right there.
Some good motivation to catch a touchdown pass, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Rivera, scrambling around, is met by two defenders for the Raiders.
Alex Kepler is one of them.
For a gain of about 1 yard.
Yeah, their defensive line was all over there. He had no time to pass. He was looking at what number? He was looking at, I believe, Joey Brutskas, and he was covered, so he had nowhere to go with it except for go down.
He was looking to throw, and he couldn't, so he just was scrambling around trying to make get some daylight to throw, and he couldn't do that, so he just finally, when the pocket collapsed, he just went down.
So he didn't get killed.
Well, no quarterback wants to get killed. Either way, Josh Hampton to the right of Rivera in the shotgun, one wide right, two wide left. Snap taken. And Rivera is almost taken down. He throws the ball to Hampton, who's got a wide open running, and he has crossed midfield, 40, 30, crosses the 20, the 10, gets out to about the 5. Josh Hampton with a huge catch of about 55 yards.
Roosevelt Robertson saved the touchdown because of the angle he took all the way across the field.
And one of the biggest things you'll see in the game of football is the angles that receivers and defenders take are huge.
Yes, Travis Guy, the defensive tackle, had Rivera and almost sacked him. And what a play. What a play.
Rivera gets out of that, and everybody's covering left, coming to the left side of the field. Hampton goes to the right side and is pretty much wide open and makes the run about 60 yards down the field, 65 yards down the field, down to about the 5-yard line. As it is now 1st and goal from the 5. Rivera with Jay Fortuna in the slot again off the right. Rivera's looking around, throwing. Wide open, cannot hit Storino. Overthrows him a little bit. As it is now 2nd and goal from the 5 for the Vipers.
Yeah, that ball was just overthrown to the right. He could have had him if he would have eased up a little bit. He was wide open. He could have caught it.
Seems like the Vipers like this little wildcat of having both quarterbacks on the field at the same time.
Makes the defense a guess, and it puts some trickery in their play.
So we'll see if Jay can figure out a way to catch a second touchdown pass of this game. Or if they've run a little trickery and Jay might get to throw one. We'll see. Rivera by himself in the backfield. And he throws it to the center. He's rumbling, or tight end, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling down to about the 2-yard line was number 72, J.C. Flynn. Wow.
What a big guy that was.
That was awesome. It was the entire line stood up. Flynn turns around. It was a little shovel pass, and he almost runs his way in. He almost Dan Connolly'd his way in to the end zone. Dan Connolly, the lineman for the New England Patriots, who against the Green Bay Packers went rumbling, bumbling, stumbling with the ball as Rivera scores another running score. It is now 19, 19-7.
Yeah, that last play was a design quarterback draw right up the middle. No one touched him.
Same as the first touchdown that they scored as well.
Correct.
Criswell on for the kick. Point after attempt. He is 1 for 2 on the game today. Let's see if he can make it 2 for 3. And then I'll finish that Dan Connolly story after the Criswell's kick. Kick is up and good right down the middle. It is now a 20-7 lead here with about 8 minutes left. 8.5 minutes left to go in this first half of play. 20-7, Vipers lead. So now to finish that Dan Connolly story. So Dan Connolly of the New England Patriots in a game like 2 or 3 years ago takes the botched squib kick, if you will, kickoff, and his entire team is blocking for him and making it so that Connolly can go all the way down to like the 3-yard line. He couldn't quite get into the end zone as the defense wound up catching up to him because he's a lineman and a very big lineman at that.
Yes, he is.
But that was similar to what we saw out of Flynn with the catch. Guy in motion, doesn't get the pat. It doesn't get it. A little option with Morris from Semler off the left side for a gain of, we're going to call it 4 for second down and 6.
Yeah, they did a fake to TJ Barr, and they only got 4 yards out of it.
Well, they did the fake handoff through the middle. Then Semler looked like he was going to run, and then they pitched it to Morris. So, same set that we've seen from both of these teams. Morris with the screen, getting he gets across the 45 to the 46-yard line for a big first down for the Raiders as the clock continues to wind down. We are just about to hit the 7-minute mark. 7:09 left on the clock.
That was a great play to call at this time because of the pressure that the defensive line is bringing.
And they are marking the ball at the 45-yard line. Once again, the Raiders going left to right, our left to our right. Just under 7 minutes to play. Semler takes the handoff, or takes the ball. Morris is running backwards and is dropped for a 5-yard loss, and he is not happy about it either. So, my apologies, a 6-yard loss as they had the ball marked at the 45.
Yeah, Morris
and now he goes to the 39-yard line. So a loss of 6 on that play.
Morris tried to run to the right, and the defense just read the play perfectly. They were all there waiting for him. He had nowhere to go. He got up off the field with a little frustration because it doesn't seem like anyone's blocking.
Just under 6 1/4 left to play here in the first half. 20-7 lead for the Vipers as the Raiders are driving. So far, it's not been a good drive as it is now second down and about 15 or 16. Semler fakes left, and he's looking to throw. Finally decides to run, gets to the outside, turns a corner, and gets right around midfield. We're going to call it probably like the 48-yard line. So a gain of 9 yards, which now it's third and 7 to go.
That was another busted play because of the Vipers' defense has been all over the place. It seems like this Raiders momentum can't do anything except for that last drive they had with that big pass. Besides that, this Vipers defense is all over the place.
Just under 5.5, to play here in the first half. The Raiders are driving, about to cross midfield. We'll see if they can do so on this play and give themselves a little bit of a chance on a possible fourth down play, or we'll see what happens here, as it's pretty much the same set as we've seen from both teams with 2 wide right and 1 wide left. Semler takes the pass, looks to pass, brushes off a few tackles, gets across midfield, and gets right around that first down mark. And he does get a first down as he crosses the 45 to the 43-yard line. Big play there for Ryan Semler.
Yeah, it was a big aggressive run right there. They needed that. They needed to get some confidence in their offense, and that was definitely the play to do it.
Well, he had to brush off a few tackles, too. I mean, he had guys that were draped all over him, and just by the size of Ryan Semler, he looks to be about 6'5", 6'6", and pretty big.
It seems like every play he's had this drive, there's been defensive players hanging on him left and right, or right in his face from the second he gets the ball. This defense is swarming on them like bees.
Yes, they are. And Ryan Semler is listed at 6'5", 225.
Seems like
big guy.
They're slowing
Big
up
man.
a little bit because it seems like he's a little gassed out there doing everything.
So they bring in what looks to be a fullback, number 44, Alex Mariani. And they hand it off to Mariani, who runs up the middle and gets close to a first down.
They're marking it 2nd and 1.
Yeah, about 2nd and 8. Or 2nd and 2, excuse me, because of the gain of 8. As we've got Brian laughing because I can't talk. Oh, and he just said both of us can't talk. Mariani with the handoff, fake handoff, as Semler just goes up the middle and is running over guys, dragging guys with him, running them over. Gets to right about the 25, 23-yard line for another first down.
Him wearing number 15 reminds me of the New England Patriots backup, Ryan Mallett. How tall he is and how bigger he is.
Yep. But I think Semler's got a few pounds on him, and I don't mean that in a bad way either. I mean that in Semler is just a big dude. Semler takes the snap, throws it at the feet of number 10, Ren Scott.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he was set and planted and ready to throw.
And we are now under 3 minutes left to play in this first half. I apologize for not having updated the time in a while. We are at 2:43 left, so now we are playing under NFL rules here at Babe Serpico Field, Memorial Field here in Melrose Park. Once again, SportsTownChicago.com. Steve Suff alongside John Stevens and Ryan Fahey, our sideline reporter. We've got Brian Strum on the camera, and we've got Jen, Jay's girlfriend, on the scoreboard operations. Too wide. Ooh, this is the first time a quarterback has gone under center as Semler makes a great throw to
number 18, I believe.
Is that number 18?
Yeah, Chris Kirk, I believe.
That would be Chris Kirk.
What a grab.
Had to leap a little bit for that one, and he just
did
a little cartwheel celebration.
Brian, did you get that on video?
Brian doesn't know if he got that on video. Either way, Alex Bozel on to try and make this a 6-point game.
That was a great play by the quarterback to expand that play to make sure they got that touchdown.
Yes. Snap down, kick up and good, straight up the middle. 2:36 left here in the first half. 20-14 for the Vipers with the lead and now the ball.
With this drive, it shows that Ryan Sumler is going to be one tough person to bring down. He's their whole offense.
We will see how much of a role he plays in this second half.
Yeah, because he seems like he's their between him and Morris, it seems like those are the only two really doing anything. But like I said before many times, that Viper defense is very tough, and they're all over the place and not giving
Well, they already have an interception that ended a drive and brought that ball back about 50 yards.
Yeah, it led to 6 points, 7 points.
Yes, it did.
Here they go.
Viper offense on the field, going right to left from the 30-yard line. You got two wide to the left of Rivera, which is our near side. On the far side, you've got another two wide, and Rivera alone in the backfield as he has to scramble left, coming close to us, and he makes the turn and grabs the first down. He was being chased by Sankowitz
and Kepler
for the Raiders, but Rivera with a strong run there for a Viper first down. He gained 11 on the play from the 30 to the 41. Now with 2:29 left to go in this game, Vipers are driving
in this half.
In the half. Thank you very much. Sorry about that.
That's right.
20-14, and we'll see if they can add on. You'll have to stick around to see for the next 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Again, two wide right, two wide left. Empty backfield for the Vipers. Rivera has not gone under center yet. Stays in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to throw, steps up in the pocket, and is brought down by Crum and a slew of other guys.
Yeah, there was no running back in the backfield to give him any kind of protection or any kind of sell in the run or any kind of fake. And this defense didn't fall for it.
No, they didn't. And that was a loss of about 5 yards on that play. So we're looking at about 2nd and 15. 2-minute warning or a timeout. Just a timeout. 2:02 left on the clock. Timeout Vipers. Jay goes out to the huddle to talk to his guys.
This is starting to turn into a pretty interesting football game right here.
Yes, it is. The Vipers were with a commanding lead for most of this game, and now we're looking at
The Raiders coming back. Possibly.
But yes, like I was saying, I'm sorry. Lost my train of thought as the ref was talking to scoreboard operator Jen. Once again, she is the girlfriend of Jay Fortuna.
And she's also the director of game day operations.
The director of game day operations for the Chicago Vipers. Very good. Oh, she just said she does everything. She does the stats. She keeps track of the drives.
Ryan, we need to mic her up.
She's just shaking her head. No, I don't want to get on the mic. We might be able to make that happen, but for now, it'll just have to be the two of us.
Coming out of timeout.
So coming out of timeout is now 2nd and 15 from the 35. Rivera takes the pass, throws it to Hampton, who shakes off a tackle and gets about 3 yards shy of the first down. So it'll be 3rd and about 3 yards to go from the 48-yard line.
Yeah, Tyree Portis.
And they have to get to the opposing 49-yard line.
Portis needs to make that tackle. He slipped right out of his hands, and he was able to get those extra 3 yards right there, right on the sideline.
Hampton shook him off, and you saw what Hampton can do. I mean, there's been a lot of missed tackles in this game for both sides.
Yes.
That have led to very big plays, and it looks like they're going to line Hampton out wide left. Eli Williams on the inside. We have 1:55 left to go in this game. Rivera takes the snap, throws it to Williams, who gets on the outside, crosses midfield, and gets his first down and a whole lot more on the gain of about 15 yards.
Yeah, that was a good call with that wide receiver screen. They get him a first down, and they're in a hurry-up offense right now.
That they are, because now it's he stayed in bounds, so it's a running clock. NFL rules again. 1:30 left to play in this game. 20-14 Vipers. Let's see if they can keep it going, as they are just at the 40-yard line. Rivera turns around to look at the clock. This is now 1:20 on the clock. Rivera takes the snap, is looking to throw, runs around, runs to the right, and he just keeps it and goes out of bounds.
Smart move
to stop the clock.
Crum was right after him.
And he gets to about the 35, I would say. The 30, they're calling it the 39. A gain of 1 on the play. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9. As they have to get to the 30-yard line with 1:10 here to play in this first half of the game. $40 yards in a minute 10, that's not insurmountable.
Yeah, with the way the defense is playing, they're playing right now. They got looks like they're going to be coming with a 3-man rush, so maybe they could do something here. It looks like they're playing the pass.
Our cameraman Brian Strum just went, Peyton Manning could do that.
Yeah,
I don't know if Rivera is necessarily Peyton Manning.
I don't think
and Jen is shaking her head. But you never know. Anything can happen. This is football. And it's 9-on-9 football. Ooh, drew the defense offside with a hard count. But he went back to his position, so it's not encroachment. Rivera gets to the 32, so it'll be 3rd and 2. Excuse me.
They get him out at about the 32-yard line. He stops the clock. That was another run to the right.
Go ahead.
Seems like it was a broken down play again.
There's been a lot of those. And I was just about to say, Rivera's not having much time in the backfield to be able to throw the ball.
And the impressive thing is they only have 3 guys rushing, too. That's what I'm surprised about. It's not like they're bringing an extra blitzer. They're playing the pass because of the time left in the game. But there's 3 guys they're getting back there and making it. They're putting pressure on.
That is a very impressive thing, that they're only rushing 3 and able to penetrate this offensive line almost at will every single play. Eli Williams coming around, man in motion, comes around to the left, over the midfield, gets up. As that was
incomplete. Pass is incomplete.
Joey Brutskis.
The umpire in the middle of the field is calling it incomplete, saying he trapped the ball. You know what I'm starting to see?
Don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't know.
They're doing this high-fly Oregon offense, I'm starting to realize.
Explain yourself.
Well, the running back comes running around in the swing formation, and as the slot receiver runs 10 yards, he cuts to the inside because everybody on the defensive end is watching the running back as they swing. And as he swings, the slot receiver gets to cut across them all, and he ends up being wide open. But, once again, a poorly thrown pass for the first time today. But, you still got to make that catch. Anytime it hits your hands, there's no excuse.
Thank you for the breakdown of the Oregon.
Well, you know what I'm saying. It's exactly what they're doing.
Yes, and now it makes sense. I just have never heard of that offense, so that's why I said
Chip Kelly offense.
Okay, makes sense. Williams again, coming around the left, gets around and gets the first down.
That was a good run. Stop. Timeout.
Great sportsmanship there by the Vipers and the Raiders as Senkowitz and Williams bring each other up.
After a hard knock.
After a hard play. 48.5 seconds left to play.
Scores
no Fahey, 48.5.
With the score 20-14, and they're driving to look like they're going to put more points on the board. There was a flag on the play.
There was a flag on the play. It is now third down from the
holding.
Wow.
The flag was holding on the offense. Brings them back 10 yards.
Holding on the offense. So we are now.
Is it redo down or is it fourth down again?
Looks like it's fourth down.
It is fourth down.
No, it didn't.
Our sideline reporter.
Sideline reporter Ryan Fahey had himself confused there. That's okay. Jay Fortuna into the game as Rivera just runs, makes the catch this time. Clean catch for Joey Brutskis.
As the time continues to run, and now they just call a timeout.
It is now 36.1 left with a timeout. Vipers.
It smells good.
Something really does smell good.
Yeah. It's the restaurant right behind us.
Yeah, the Mexican joint down the street, says Brian Strom, our camera guy.
Gonna go give him a visit.
During halftime. 10 minutes.
Yeah,
it's only 5?
That plane that was designed.
Yeah, I'm buying. Nice try, Fahey.
That play that was designed, the slot receiver once again came across the middle, and this time he caught the ball, unlike last time, and they got the first down.
Well, we think he caught the ball, but the ref says otherwise. Let's make that clear.
Okay, it was a trap ball.
So once again, 36.1 seconds on the clock, 20-14 lead. Vipers trying to add to that lead as Fortuna stays on the field. Wide left. Empty backfield. Shotgun. Rivera takes the snap. Goes right. Comes back. And now he's going to run and try to get out of bounds, which he does. 26.8 seconds left on the clock. But he ran a straight line, beeline for the out of bounds.
That's because, once again, this defensive pressure is relentless, and they came right up the middle again where they forced him to scramble.
Yes, it is
and
now.
His options were limited where he had to go out of bounds to stop the clock. So now it's second down.
Second down and 7 to go is what it looks like, Jen. Fortuna stays on the field for a third consecutive play.
It seems like each play they do later and later as the time goes down, they stay in the huddle a little bit longer. They really want to get some points on the board here before half.
I'd say they got about 3 more chances, should they get a first down, to get close to the end zone, take a shot, and if not, then you kick the field goal. We'll see if that plays through. Empty backfield for Rivera, who takes the snap, looks left, finally has some time to throw, makes the catch, does A.J. Storino, and he gets out of bounds.
He drops the ball.
But he dropped the ball before he got out, and it is Raider football, an untimely turnover for the Vipers.
They're arguing it right now that forward progress was stopped, and that's why the ball was dropped, but
crucial time to make a very educated decision. Get everybody together talking about it.
it seemed like their offense was trying to rush the referees on their decision, but they're not going to let that happen as they still conference.
The refs can conference for as long as they need to with 17.1 seconds left on the clock.
They're just waiting for the call from Vegas to come in from Luigi.
As we talk about the new NFL way of doing the replays, where they will be getting a call from New York to the field.
So what was the spread on this game? I'm kidding.
Semi-pro football having spreads. Let's go to Vegas. So Raiders keep the ball. Semler with one in the backfield, one wide right, who they throw to. It's number 13. And he gets the first down. Still on his feet to the 30-yard line.
Robert Morris, not the college.
6.7 to go, yes.
They did a screen pass out to Robert Morris. He's gained probably about 10 yards. Gets the first down with 6 seconds left.
Using my lines, are we, Robert Morris, not the college?
I was quoting you.
Oh.
That's how you said it 4 times.
Well, then why didn't you say Robert Morris?
I was waiting for your chuckle.
Ah, okay. You should have given me the credit right then and there, saying,
Steve Saff saying Robert Morris.
There you go.
And there's our sideline reporter standing behind us as the game still goes on.
It's getting cold out.
It is getting a little cold out, I will agree, but still a great night for football.
As our cameraman says, no, he's not. It's not cold in shorts and a T-shirt.
So 6.7 seconds to go in this first half. One last shot here for the Raiders offense.
We got a 3-receiver halfback slot shotgun.
It's the same set that we've seen everybody run
continuously all day.
All game long. The 2 wide one way, 1 wide the other way, and 1.
I see you're drinking Powerade. I don't want you to cramp yourself.
Well, you're drinking the Gatorade, too.
That's why you don't get cramps.
Funny guy. So 6.5 seconds left now. So we're trying to figure out what happened on the field. Oh, it was a timeout for the Raiders. As Chris Berman would say, the Raiders. So they got 6.5 seconds left, John. What do you think? Do they go, the 4 wide?
I bet you Ryan Semler has something to do with this.
Well, no, of course not. Are you kidding?
Nah,
he's not even going to touch the ball. He's only the quarterback.
I think they're going to do the same play that we've been seeing most of the time. Inside slot post and probably hit him right on the fly.
Looks like they might go Morris. Morris to the right.
Oh.
Well, Semler needs to throw this ball and throw it deep.
Oh,
and he is met and taken down to end the half.
It was a sack.
A sack. Once again, great sportsmanship shown.
A sack by Drew Jones, the son of
Andy
Jones.
Yes. So
father-son combination.
Halftime, it is a 20-14 lead for the Vipers. We will take a 5 or 10 minute intermission. Okay, it depends on the week. We'll find out if it's 5 or 10. So if it's 5, you'll hear us in 5. If it's 10, you'll hear us in 10 here on SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, everybody? It's
to move. You know, am I able to